Good morning. So just woke up and got ready to come. It's like 5:30 a.m. and getting ready to go to Silver Lake Flea. That's my first job. I helped the market there to get set up with everything, and so that's the first place I head to. And I normally vend there, but I've been vending there less and less now, which is good. Just gotta get the van ready to go. It's raining outside. Not, you know, awful, but still pretty bad, you know? Hold on, I gotta try and fix this thing here. Yeah, it's not awful, but it's still pretty bad. Oh, never mind. It just started pouring, dumping. And the worst part is, like, I need gas. I didn't gas up yesterday, so now I need gas. So I gotta go put some gas in the tank right now and then head to work. But I will keep you guys updated as the night goes on, as the day goes on. So it should be a pretty mellow day. I won't vlog too much because I don't want the camera getting too wet. And yeah guys, so thank you, and let's go get some gas. Oh my gosh, you would not believe this. I did two things. One, I just talked on the camera about how I did something that was dumb, and then when I went to turn the camera off, I realized I wasn't recording, and I'm like, oh, there's another dumb thing. But I pulled into the gas station, just got gas, and I never pulled out. I didn't pull under the coverage, I pulled past the coverage, and I get out, and I'm like, because you know how it has the shade? I pulled past that, and then I went to go gas up, and I'm like, why am I getting wet? And I'm like, oh wait, I'm so dumb, I pulled past the coverage. And then I go to record this, and then the whole thing. So now I'm like, all right, time to wrap up. Let me just play some country music, head on out to the market, and have me a good old day. Bye guys. So I just set up at the market and hopped back in the car, but it is like disgusting rain outside. Like, it's actually really crazy how much rain is going on outside right now. More than normal California, I feel like. And the thing though that is interesting is I set up, and right now I'm pretty low on funds because I had to pay a lot of bills, and not just bills but expenses for the business this week. So I spent probably over $10,000 in like just expenses, and that's really hard on my bank account. And also I put some money towards my Roth IRA, which, you know, is untouchable. So, and I didn't see these expenses happening in the business, and so I kind of like in a pickle kind of much. I paid all my, pretty much I only have one rent left to pay for one of the shops, but that's about it, right? Bank account is really low. And right now it's kind of hard because I still need the source for clothing for the shop. So I pretty much have to make a decision that's like, hey, you know, I'm really low in funds. I could either hold on tight to these funds and, you know, wait out the hits, or I just keep buying for the shop and just, you know, figure it out. And so I just have to keep buying. You know, if I stop buying, the shop stops making money, which stops pumping money in through the system. So that's part of like business, is sometimes you just have to make the decision that's like, this is really hard, but I have to keep buying. I have to keep making money, or if I don't buy, I don't make money, there's a stop, there's a blockage, right? So it's just part of it. Money releases. If you release money, it comes back freely. Don't be so tight. Honestly, I paid my tithing, and every time I pay my tithing, money comes flourishing through. I get blessed, my money stretches, so I'm not sweating about that. But yeah, just a little update for you guys. So I'm gonna pack all that inventory in the van, wherever it can fit. I don't even know. I also bought a record player for the shop. I had told this guy I was gonna buy it. and he brought it today. Unfortunately, I wish he brought it next week, but brought it today, and it's kind of, you know, I just have to I had to pay for it, and because it was my word. And so yeah, anyways, spent some money. Let me go get that inventory, then grab my mom, and then head to the market. So this is the inventory right here I just got. It's probably about maybe 30 items that I bought, plus the record player, all totaling to a little over maybe like 400 bucks. So, you know, see, some of you guys, that's not like crazy, but to me right now it's crazy, because normally I spend like $600 for the weekend to get like inventory for the shops, and like that's no problem, right? But today, this week is awful, because Black Market is my top market, and the problem is, like, now that Black Market is like rained out, I can't estimate an amount of money that I'm gonna make. So normally I'd buy that, no problem. Like, all right, yeah, chalk it up. I'll take a hit with the business, and that would be no problem. But let me just show you what outside looks like. It looks insane. There's puddles everywhere. It's like pouring rain. Like, it's crazy. So right now, I just have to take the hit, figure it out. I'm not at the point where I need to borrow money, so that's great, right? And then making money next month shouldn't be an issue at all. So we got this, guys. We got this. But I'm so glad I'm vlogging again, and I'm glad that I get to take you guys on this journey. And for those of you who are watching, I don't care if it's like a lot of people watches. If it does get to that point, that's awesome. But honestly, right now, I've been looking at some of my daily vlogs from the past, and I love just seeing myself go through the journey and like looking back at some of the challenges that I've gone through, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm in a way different spot now. So I want to keep this document so that like my kids can watch it someday and be like, whoa, Dad, you went through the same thing. Or if I don't have kids, you know, whoever watches it, or like when I die, if someone stumbled upon it and they're like, oh, this is the life you live. But that's a little more deep and serious. But yes, so right now I'm gonna go pick Mom up, grab Mom, and loaded up the car. The jukebox player, not the jukebox, the what's it called? Yeah, thanks, Mom. The record player I left with my sister's house. I want to keep that as far as from the rain as possible. I don't want it to get destroyed. It's a really cool one. I'll show you guys more about that when we set it up. Grab Mom, and then just checked into Black Market Flea. So now they want us to set up, so I'll be setting up in the rain and then going from there. I won't be vlogging a whole lot today, so you guys really won't get to see any of the content, really. I want to just keep the cameras, any electronic thing, out of the rain. I used to vlog a lot in Seattle in the rain, but I've kind of lost my touch, so I don't want another thing to have to take care of. And so this will probably be it for the vlog, and then I'll update you guys tonight. I know I don't get the content. I want to show you guys what the market has looked like. I might look for some clips that I can like maybe insert of like previous markets, but pretty much the Black Market is a space for Black creators to showcase their creations. And the community comes out to support them, which is amazing. I love this market so much, and I love the concept, the idea of it to help promote Black success. I think that's incredible, and I am benefiting from it, and I'm super grateful. And so yes, I will give you guys a full update tonight and let you know how it went, and let's hope that people come out to support. What's up, guys? Okay, first of all, I'm gonna need you guys to forgive me, because I don't like, where do I even start? It's been crazy busy. Today wasn't as busy. There's no reason I shouldn't have recorded today. But where I left off with this vlog is I had talked to you guys about I'm about to walk in and do the black market flea, and that I didn't want to take the camera because I didn't want the camera to get soaked and, you know, or have to worry about where the camera is. I really should have took it, but I was so stressed because of the rain and setting up in the rain, and I don't do that often, that I was like, oh man, I don't want to have to worry about another thing or like have anything else added on. So I gave all the spiel about how the market would be bad and I would pretty much have to figure out how to make things work. But what was incredible was that the market was actually good. It was just pretty much normal. And like people came out even in the rain. Like it didn't stop them from coming out and supporting everyone that was there. In fact, I dropped a small jacket collection of like 7 jackets, and all of them were gone. Like it was so cool. Like people bought all of them, and it's kind of like mind blowing because the power of positive thinking is everything. I feel like there was a guy that on my way in, he's my friend, I had passed by, and he had asked me, how do you think today will go? And I was like, dude, it's not gonna be good, bro. Like black people ain't trying to be out here in the rain, like getting their hair wet and, you know, have to deal with all this, getting the sneakers scuffed and dirtied. Like that ain't about to happen. And he was like, dude, I think it will be good, man, you know? And I was like, you know what? I like your positive energy. Like, I need to suck some of that, especially today. I don't do well with rain. I don't know if you guys know this, but I do horrible with rain. Like, it's so bad. Like, I'm afraid of, I have a phobia of the rain. But yeah, so he was super positive, and I was like, you know what? Let's go your route because I don't think it's gonna be that good, but I'm gonna focus on what you're saying. And we get in, and it was deathly slow at first. I was like, oh my gosh, and it was pouring rain, and it was just bad. Like, hey, the dogs are attacking each other. But it was like pouring rain, everything is getting wet, and I'm like trying to keep everything from getting wet, and it was such a nightmare. And hey, and I wanted to like pretty much just give up and just be like, what am I doing out here? Let's just go home. But I decided to just power through it like the champ I am. And I decided to just like, you know what, a guy once said a long time ago, if you're gonna do something, do it your absolute best no matter the situation. Like, never give half of yourself, always give 100% of what you can give, because you never ever know what type of situation you'll be in, and you never know who will be coming by. And honestly, like I was thinking that as I was set up, I'm like, give 100% of myself, bring the sewing machine, bring everything. And then being the chicken that I am, because of the rain, I decided, I was like, oh no, I'm too afraid of my machine getting wet. I don't want to cause more damage. And like, if I don't make any money, that's another cost. And so I didn't bring out the machine. I took back all the extra stuff that I was bringing out and just kept it basic. And the rain came, and then someone came by and they were like, I love your jacket. And then she bought one, and I was like, that was a $120 jacket. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, dope, awesome. I made a sale. The booth fee is $300 to be there because I have 2 booths. One is $150, 2 is $300. And so I was like, well, I'm almost there. And then a girl came by and she's like, oh, I love this jacket. And one of the, like my new collection, because it takes so much work, it's it's $240. So they bought one of that, and I was like, yo, there's my booth fee. And this was like around 1:30, 2 o'clock. It was like 2 o'clock, and that changed everything. I'm like, oh. And then later on, I just see people start coming and coming, and like there was a lot of foot traffic, and I'm like, oh no, today's gonna be great. Like, oh yeah, today's gonna be great, but oh no, I underprepared. And people were coming and they started buying, and I didn't have my sewing machine. I didn't have anything ready, and I was like, I played myself. So my lesson and all, like I had to run and try to get my machine. It was raining, it stopped raining, it rained, it stopped, and like I had to run, try and get my machine and everything ready, because people were ready to buy. And so I got it, and then with my machine, it added more payments. But the lesson I learned from this entire thing is never, ever go underprepared. Like, if you're gonna do something, and especially in business, do it the best that you can always. Like, don't shortchange yourself. Like, if you have more to offer your customers, offer it, give it more, because you don't know who will show up. You don't know how an event gonna go. You can't predict business. Like, you can take an educated guess, but an educated guess is like a needle in a haystack. You don't know. Like, you can't say. Like, it's unpredictable. You can think one thing and then complete other thing happens. So anyone that thinks that they can predict everything with business is wrong. You can't see it coming. Sometimes you're blindsided, but you can always do your best to prepare yourself for anything. And that's what I learned, is that, like, never give half of yourself or part of yourself. Just always give 100% if you can. Yeah, but that's pretty much the vlog. Is money's back up, and I can pay my bills easily, and things are good now because of that one market. It really helped me, and I am so beyond grateful. I paid my tithing, and I said, God, it's in your hand. You take care of it. I can't do anything else. And he took care of it. He stood on his business. Let me tell you that. It was awesome. I loved it. So I am beyond grateful to be alive, to be a business owner in Los Angeles, to be able to share my story with you guys. You get to see the process as it goes. I love you guys. I am just so beyond grateful for everything. And I thank you for watching my vlogs, following my journey. I will really do my best to give you guys my best at all times. Bye.